Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. Government ministers and deputy ministers, other distinguished members of the government, ambassadors, and members of the international community, esteemed guests, families, and friends of our graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this inaugural commencement for the class of 2025 of the American University of Iraq, Baghdad. And now I would ask that you please direct your attention to the red carpet for the traditional opening of a commencement exercise called the Academic Procession. And if you give your attention to the rear, you will see our graduates proceeding up the red carpet. Leading up the red carpet is our elder professor, senior professor, Dr. Fareed Nabdi, and he is carrying the AUIB mace, a ceremonial item that always leads the procession at a commencement in our style of education. I ask everyone to please stand and welcome the academic procession. Behind the students are all the faculty from the 3 graduating colleges tonight in the procession, led by the senior academician, the Vice President for Academic Affairs. The colleges graduating tonight are the College of Business, the College of Arts and Sciences, and the College of International Studies. And so next comes the faculty. second to last group to enter the venue is our most senior leaders, the President of AUIB, the Vice President for Student Affairs, and the Vice President for Academic Affairs. The President-designate of AUIB will be entering the venue at this time. Of special note, entering the venue at this time is our founding father, Mr. Saudi Saihud. Next entering the venue is the President's Cabinet and the Board of Trustees. Ladies and gentlemen, all is in order in the venue. The procession is complete. Please permit me now to introduce our Master of Ceremonies for tonight's commencement, Dr. Zuhair Atiyah, the AUIB Vice President for Academic Affairs.
Thank you, Bill. معالي السادة الوزراء، السفراء وأعضاء السلك الدبلوماسي، الضيوف الكرام، الزملاء الأعزة، السيدات والسادة، الأهل الأحبة وخريجون لهذا المساء. Your Excellencies, members of the diplomatic corps, leaders of the community and industry, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, friends, families, and our beloved graduates. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. لنستمع الآن للسلام الوطني العراقي. Please be seated. خير ما نبدأ به حفلنا لهذه الليلة آي من الذكر الحكيم يتلوها علينا القارئ الشيخ عامر الكاظمي، فليتفضل مشكورا مأجورا.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنما يخشى الله من عباده العلماء. إن الله عزيز غفور. إن الذين يتلون كتاب الله وأقاموا الصلاة وأنفقوا مما رزقناهم سرا وعلانية يرجون تجارة لن تبور ليوفيهم أجورهم ويزيدهم من فضله إنه غفور شكور. والذي أوحينا إليك من الكتاب هو الحق مصدقا لما بين يديه. إن الله بعباده لخبير بصير. ثم أورثنا الكتاب الذين اصطفينا من عبادنا فمنهم ظالم لنفسه ومنهم مقتصد ومنهم سابق بالخيرات بإذن الله. ذلك هو الفضل الكبير. جنات عدن يدخلونها يحلون فيها من أساور من ذهب ولؤلؤا ولباسهم فيها حرير. وقالوا الحمد لله الذي أذهب عنا الحزن إن ربنا لغفور شكور. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
جزا الله عنا الشيخ عامر كل الجزاء. Welcome to the inaugural commencement exercises for the American University of Iraq, Baghdad class of 2025. We're honored to have all of you here tonight to see these remarkable young women and men receive their university degrees. Tonight is especially meaningful as we celebrate the university's very first graduates. But before we begin our ceremony, I would like to ask all AUIB faculty members in attendance tonight to please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, May we recognize the faculty members who have instructed, advised, and counseled tonight's graduates during their years at AUIB. Our faculty are the foundation of our success here at the university. Without their tireless efforts in teaching and research, we could not produce a new generation of leaders, scholars, experts, and professionals to lead Iraq's development and prosperity. Faculty, thank you, and please be seated. The graduates we see before us tonight are a shining example of the best and brightest this country has to offer. Graduates, whatever path you choose, whatever challenges you will face, just remember these 4 years you've spent at AUIB and the lessons that you have learned from those years, as they will serve you throughout all of your life. Tonight's first speaker has been with the university since long before we opened our doors to our students and our faculty. Dr. Michael W. Mulnix is a seasoned leader with over 35 years of experience in higher education, and he's still very young. As the founding president of AUIB, Dr. Mulnix has worked tirelessly to implement the vision of the founder, Mr. Saadi Sayhoud, for the university and the role it will play in Iraq's transformation. Under the leadership of Dr. Mulnix, the university has grown to 9 colleges, 9 operational colleges, and more than 3,000 students. The establishment of this institution is the culmination of a long career that has seen the establishment of 4 other universities in the Middle East. But also, Dr. Michael has held positions in leadership roles as university president, as vice president of institutional advancement, as a college dean, associate dean, professor of journalism, and many other roles at U.S. universities. Dr. Mulnix received his doctorate in marketing from the University of Maryland in the Washington, D.C. area. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce tonight Dr. Michael Mulnix, the founding president of AUIB. Dr. Michael.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first commencement ceremony for the first graduating class of the American University of Baghdad. This is truly a historic occasion, and you honor all of us in the AUIB family by joining us here tonight. You'll have to excuse my voice, it's a little hoarse. I especially want to welcome our honored guests, chief among them, the students who entered our classes on Valentine's Day 4 years ago, along with their parents who demonstrated their faith and confidence in this university so that this institution and the excellent faculty that we have would equip them for life in a fast-changing global economy. A very warm welcome, thank you. Very warm welcome from all of us in the AUIB family, but most especially from our founders, Mr. Saadi Sayhoud, and his children, Hussein, Ali, Yusuf, and Gufran. Graduation day is very important for students at every stage of their education, whether graduating from elementary school, high school, university, or graduate school. Each graduation represents completion of a stage in life and an entry into a new and exciting stage with untold challenges and rewards. It's an exciting time for the students, but often somewhat bittersweet for their parents as they watch their children become young adults and prepare to start their careers. As a parent myself, I know it is hard to watch your children enter a new stage in life, but I am confident that the faculty and staff at AUIB have fully prepared the graduates gathered here today, and they are now ready to move ahead and take on the challenges that awaits them. I'm especially happy to tell you that all of our graduates found good jobs before they even graduated, working for notable companies whose names I'm sure you recognize. Congratulations to all of you on your entry into the workforce right out of your university studies. That's amazing. When I first arrived at AUB in 2018, this compound was almost unrecognizable from what you see today. The infrastructure had collapsed after years of neglect and war. Many buildings were in ruins. Nature and wildlife were reclaiming the grounds. I truly wondered what I was getting myself into in trying to start a modern, state-of-the-art university in this space. It was hard to imagine students, faculty, and staff walking on these grounds and studying in these facilities. I could hardly envision that more than 400 faculty and administrators from around the world would soon settle here, dedicating their lives and sharing their knowledge and experience with young Iraqis, and someday, in the not too distant future, with students from many other countries around the world. I certainly could not imagine that within just 6 short years, I would preside over a university with nearly 4,000 students in one of the most beautiful university campuses in the region, and with such prestigious university partners as Vanderbilt University, the Colorado School of Mines, Lawrence Technological University, Temple University, the University of Exeter, Sapienza University of Rome, and many others whose names you will recognize. These are all world-class, global, stellar universities. The progress we have made is simply phenomenal, but it could have never been done without you, the students, who believed we could deliver an education you needed, and your parents who were willing to invest in their children's future and entrust us to prepare you for life in a new Iraq in a new century. This is going to be a remarkable university, a true not-for-profit institution of the highest caliber, a Tier 1, Research 1 institution. I hope you have a chance to wander around, to enter into some of these beautiful buildings. I believe you'll be inspired. You'll know immediately that this is a place of learning, a transformative place where young people are launched into the next phase of their lives with poise, confidence, and clarity of purpose, where dreams can be pursued, where challenges are turned into opportunities, where talents are discovered and nurtured, where lifelong friends are made, where professors encourage success, where words of wisdom spark feelings of determination and a will to succeed, where optimism overtakes and conquers any feelings of hopelessness and negativity, where a country ravaged by war is replaced by a nation with youthful optimism, the will to succeed, and beautiful acts of kindness, relevance, humor, and wisdom. You are graduating today with a command of the English language, a skill that will serve you for as long as you live, especially in today's global economy. There's a wonderful proverb in Arabic that perhaps you know. To have another language is to have a second soul. In my professional life as a lifelong academic, I have been privileged to start 4 other institutions of higher learning in the Middle East. However, none of them compare with this project and with what we have achieved here at AUIB. My faculty and staff colleagues from Iraq, the United States, Great Britain, Jordan, Egypt, Lebanon, Morocco, Germany, and many other countries around the world have shared a commitment to AUIB and its students that is simply remarkable. I have come to know many of you. And that said, let me offer a prediction, something I am already sure I know about each and every one of you. From now on, when you work, you will work hard. When you play, you will play hard. You will be generous. You will be fearless. You will help guide and shape the future of your neighborhood, your community, your country, and your world. You will embrace your unique identity, your nationality, your culture, your ambitions, and your dreams. You will learn from your mistakes, and you will learn from your failures, making them work for you. Above all else, you will be true to yourselves. If we have taught you anything at this university, I hope we have taught you to dream big. Big dreams are always changing. So if you fail at one dream, don't worry. Another one is coming your way. That's the great thing about colleges and universities. They are places where dreams reside. You are very lucky AUIB exists. Here you get to dream big and compare your dreams with others. So we are all fortunate to be a part of this wonderful learning community called AUIB. We are fortunate that this unique family, the Sayhoods, made starting this project a high priority in their amazingly complicated and busy schedules. This is a place where individuals become members of a community with shared values, shared goals, shared dreams. This is a place where individuals, faculty, students, and staff find meaning in their lives, where people have similar values and similar experiences. We are truly one big family, a place where we all value knowledge, where we value human interaction. We are going to be a very large university with many colleges, departments, and divisions. But I insist that as we grow, we remain open, we remain friendly, we remain social, because people are happier and more productive when they develop strong social relationships. AUIB is a whole lot more than a Tier 1, Research 1 comprehensive university. It is a place where humanity thrives, a place where lifelong friendships are made. I encourage you to take full advantage of being an integral part of this university. As AUIB alumni, you are now and forever a member of this intellectual community of faculty and fellow students. The diploma you carry home tonight is proof that you have a great education, that you have select status in this world. You speak 2 languages, maybe more. You are already at the very top, the pinnacle of success. You can do anything you set your mind to. You should be proud of yourselves, but you should not take anything for granted. Continue to work, continue to strive, continue to move forward. I can't wait to watch you not only succeed, but to excel. In closing, let me just say that after this ceremony, I will transition from the presidency into my new role as chairman of the Board of Trustees and President Emeritus, working closely with our new board as we continue to build on the progress we have made. I would like to say how much I've enjoyed working with the Sayhood family to get this university open and thriving. I have worked closest with Mr. Hussein the eldest son, and we have developed a unique, powerful synergy in our working relationship. He's demanding and a perfectionist, but then again, so am I. As a result, I can honestly say that we have laid the groundwork for AUIB to be a world-class institution that will be respected at the highest levels of academia. Hussein, thank you for being a good boss and a good friend. AUIB is fortunate to be welcoming an experienced, highly educated new president, Dr. Bradley Cook. Dr. Brad has a sterling reputation and an expansive CV. Presently, he is president of the American University of Bahrain. He will find great success at AUIB, and you will like him and his wife, Jen, a great deal. I do not want to leave this presidency without acknowledging the talented individuals who work in the president's office and who have helped me immeasurably over the past few years, including Chief of Staff Tara Karim, Chief Communications Officer Alicia Holland, Executive Director of University Relations Mahmoud Hatem, Counselor to the President Michael McClellan, and Executive Assistant to the President Sama Hazim. Deepest thanks as well to my wife, Dr. Esther Molnix, a scholar, author, professor of psychology, former dean, vice president, and university president, with whom I have been blessed to share a marriage for more than 25 years. This evening, we're recognizing her special contributions to AUIB by naming her Professor Emerita. Before I introduce our guest of honor tonight, I want to say a special thank you to the advisor to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Hassanin Al-Sheikh. Mr. Hassanin, you have taught us all a lot over the past few weeks as we plan for this momentous event. We greatly appreciate your work and support. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my deep and profound honor to introduce you to the founder and benefactor of AUIB, a man I have come to admire professionally and personally as the embodiment of character, vision, and dedication to the Iraqi nation through building a better future for many thousands of young Iraqi women and men who will pass through our doors in the years to come. Mr. Sadi Wahib Saihud is wealthy, but not just financially, but in family, vision, energy, but most especially in his love for and dedication to the Iraqi nation. On a personal level, I have learned a great deal from Mr. Sadi. I've been inspired by him to build AUIB into what I know will be one of the great universities in the world, offering opportunities to many deserving young people who might not otherwise have a chance to come here. It is said that the full measure of a man or woman is by the children they have. And knowing Mr. Sadi's children as well as I do, Hussein, Ali, Yusuf, and Gufran, I can certainly say that Mr. Sadi is a man of the fullest measure as a family man, an educator, a businessman, a leader, a philanthropist, and a true patriot. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming and thanking Mr. Sadi Saihud.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أتقدم بخالص الشكر وعظيم التقدير إلى رئيس الجامعة الدكتور العزيز مايكل مانيلكس على هذه الكلمات الطيبة التي عبرت عن روح هذه المناسبة التاريخية وعمق العلاقة التي تربطنا بالعلم والمعرفة. أصحاب المعالي الوزراء المحترمون، السادة الحضور، ولا سيما السادة السفراء المحترمون، ولا سيما أبنائنا الطلبة خريجي هذا المساء، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن حضوركم بيننا اليوم وهو مدعاة للفخر والاعتزاز، ويشرفنا أن نحتفل معكم بهذه المناسبة التاريخية التي لن تنسى، حيث نحتفل اليوم بتخرج أول دفعة من طلبة الجامعة الأمريكية في بغداد. إن هذا الحفل في ظاهره مناسبة أكاديمية جميلة، لكنه في حقيقته تتويج لحلم طال انتظاره، حلم لم يكن شخصيا لعائلتي فحسب، بل هو مشروع وطني آمنت به وسعيت لتحقيقه، لأنه يمثل لبنة أساسية في بناء مستقبل هذا الوطن. ويغمرني الفرح وأنا أقف أمامكم، وربما هذه أول مرة أحتلي فيها منصة الجامعة، إذ احتدت أنا وأولادي أن نكون خلف هذا الصرح العلمي الكبير، نسنده في صمت وندفعه للأمام دون ضجيج. لكن فرحة اليوم بتخرج هذه الكوكبة النيرة من طلابنا دفعتني لكسر هذا الصمت، لإشارككم لحظة تضاهي في جمالها يوم افتتاح الجامعة، ولا أرغب في استعراض التحديات التي رافقت تأسيس الجامعة، ولا الخوض في أهمية اعتماد المناهج الأمريكية واللغة الإنجليزية، فهذه لحظة فرح لا يليق بها سوى الفرح، وكل ما أشعر به تختصره وجوهكم المضيئة ودموع الفخر في عيون أهلكم واحتزازنا بكم. صدقوني إن فرحتي لا تقل عن فرحة أب أو والدة يجلسان بينكم أو يتابعان الحفل من بعيد بقلبيهما. بناتي وأبنائي صناع الغد، تخرجكم اليوم لا يعني نهاية العلاقة مع الجامعة، بل هي بداية عهد جديد. نحن نعمل على تأسيس ملتقى خريجي الجامعة الأمريكية ليكون منبراً دائماً لأفكاركم وطموحاتكم وامتداداً لمسيرتكم، فأنتم جزء لا يتجزأ من هذا الحلم، ولن تكون الجامعة يوماً مكاناً ينسى أبنائه. وأغتنم الفرصة لأتحدث عن أول رئيس للجامعة، الصديق العزيز دكتور مايكل بنريكس، الذي أنجزنا له تمثالاً برونزياً يستحقه، نحته الفنان العراقي الكبير الأستاذ كاظم، وسيزين به الجامع قريباً تخليداً لجهوده وتكريساً لثقافة الوفاء في حياتنا. عزيزي الدكتور مايكل، شكراً من القلب لإخلاصك وتفانيك. لم تكن رئيساً فحسب، بل صديقاً مقرب لنا جميعاً، لي ولعائلتي، ونيابة عن الهيئة التدريسية والإدارية والطلبة الخريجين. أقدم لك خالص الشكر والامتنان لشخصكم الكريم، ونتطلع إلى مواصلة العمل معك من خلال دورك الجديد في مجلس أمناء الجامعة، ومع خلفك الدكتور برادلي كوك رئيس الجامعة الجديد. ونتمنى لك لزوجتك الدكتورة إستر كل التوفيق. والآن دعوني أوجه كلمتي إلى بناتي وأبنائي. بقلب أب وبعين رجل رأى الحلم يكبر حتى أصبح حقيقة. لطالما نظرت إلى الحياة بعين رجل أعمال يزين الأمور بالأرقام ويرصد الربح والخسارة، لكنني أقف أمامكم اليوم وقد غابت كل الأرقام والحسابات، لأرى فقط ثمرة غرس كبر أمام عيني. أنتم يا بناتي وأبنائي تملكون من الإمكانات والفرص ما لم يتوفر لجيلنا. نحن نشأنا في بيئة قاسية، قاتلنا فيها لننال الشهادة الجامعية وسط فقر وضيق حال وقلة حيلة، لكننا تسلحنا بالإصرار وشققنا طريقنا وسط الركام لأننا آمنا بالحلم. بناتي وأبنائي الأحبة، أنا الذي أقف بينكم الآن لا أشبهكم كثيرا، فأنا من جيل ذاق في مسيرته العلمية مرارات لا تحصى. هذا جيل ولد في زمن يختلف عن زمنكم، وعاش في عصر يباعده عن عصركم مسافات من التقدم والتيسير. أنتم تتفوقون علينا في أشياء كثيرة، وأهمها أنكم حظيتم بفرصة التعلم في الجامعة الأمريكية في بغداد ضمن بيئة تعليمية متطورة ومناهج معاصرة ومصادر متاحة ما كنا لنحلم بمثلها. أما نحن فأبناء جيل كانت الشهادة الجامعية عنده غاية كبرى نخوض لأجلها معارك الصبر والكفاح، نكابد الفقر ونصارع قلة ذات اليد، ونقاتل أحيانا في سبيل أن نطرد ظلام الجهل والتخلف عن قرانا ومدننا التي كانت تفتقر إلى أبسط مقومات التعليم. كبرنا ونحن نربي معنا الإرادة والإصرار توأمين لا يفرقانا عنا، يشقان لنا الطريق وسط أنقاض الحياة وتضاريسها الوعرة، وكنا نأمل بالأمل لا يولد في النعيم بل يصنع في الشدائد. وحين كنت في مثل أعماركم لم يخطر ببالي يوما أنني سأحقق أكبر أحلامي وأسس صرحا علميا يحمل اسم الجامعة الأمريكية في بغداد، جامعة تحتمد أحدث المناهج وأدقها وتضع بين يدي شباب العراق مفاتيح المستقبل. ما أود قوله لكم اليوم إن كل واحد منكم قادر أن يتحول إلى مشروع وطني طموح يمشي على الأرض. إذا رفض أن يمنح للمستحيل موطئ قدم في قلبه لا تسمحوا له أن يعشعش في قواميسكم، فالمستحيل خرافة لا يعيش إلا في النفوس الضعيفة. أنا المتحدث اليوم أمامكم لقد بدأت من الصفر وعملت في طفولتي بأعمال قد لا تخطر ببال أحد، لكنها كانت أولى درجات السلم نحو القمة، وكنت كلما كبرت كبر معي الحلم، وها أنتم اليوم أنتم أنفسكم أعز ثمار هذا الطموح. عملت في مجالات الاقتصاد والطاقة وريادة الأعمال، وأسست مجموعة شركات باتت من أبرز الأسماء في هذه الميادين، لكن صدقوني لا لذة تضاهي ما أشعر به الآن، صدقوني لا لذة تضاهي ما أشعر به الآن، ولا شغف يوازي هذا الذي يملأني وأنا أراكم تنطلقون من هذا الصرح العلمي نحو آفاق المستقبل. أنتم الربح الحقيقي في حياتي، أنتم المكسب الأسمى لي، لأنكم ستحملون شعلة البناء والإعمار وتضيئون بها كل زاوية في وطننا الحبيب، تلك الزوايا التي أطفأتها رياح الخراب وأرادت لها قوى الظلام أن تبقى محتمة. أيها السيدات والسادة، شكرا لكم، شكرا لانضمامكم إلينا هذا المساء ولثقتكم الغالية التي أوليتمونا إياها حين وضعتم أبناءكم أمانة في أعناقنا طوال السنوات الأربع الماضية. أن وجودكم معنا اليوم يشرفنا ويمنحنا دفعة أمل جديدة في أننا نسير على الطريق الصحيح. ولطلبتنا الأعزاء خريجي هذا المساء نقولها من القلب: ألف مبارك لكم، نفخر بكم ونراهن على عقولكم وهمتكم في إعادة رسم ملامح هذا الوطن بما يليق به. شكرا لكم جميعا، ونسأل الله أن يحفظكم ويرعاكم ويوفقكم إلى كل خير، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
As we gather tonight to celebrate this momentous occasion, we take a moment to reflect on the incredible journey we've shared. In just 4 short years, Our university has grown not only in size and scope, but in spirit, innovation, and impact. Join us now as we look back on the milestones, the memories, and the remarkable transformation that have shaped our campus and community through this video.
في قلب بغداد ووسط تحديات الواقع ولد حلم كبير اسمه الجامعة الأمريكية في بغداد. كانت الأرض تهمس تحت أنقاض الزمن، تتوارى خلف ستار من النسيان، كأنها صفحة تنتظر أن يكتب عليها النور من جديد. حتى جاء من آمن بأن الخراب يمكن أن يبعث منه الجمال. فنهض الحلم من تحت الركام، وتحولت المساحة المهجورة إلى واحدة من أجمل الحرم الجامعية في العراق. مبان حديثة تعانق السماء، قاعات تنبض بالحياة، مساحات خضراء تنبض بروح الأمل، وبحيرات تعكس صفاء الرؤية. التحول لم يكن هندسياً فقط، بل كان إنسانياً وروحياً، إذ أصبح المكان ذاته مصدر إلهام لكل من يدخله. منذ أن فتحت أبوابها، لم تكن هذه الجامعة مجرد صرح علمي، بل كانت وعداً بمستقبل مختلف. جيل جديد من الطلبة لا يكتفون بالحلم، بل يصنعونه.
Through the profession of pharmacy.
اليوم نحتفل بتخرج الدورة الأولى، اللحظة التي تحولت فيها الرؤية إلى واقع، والأحلام إلى خطوات على أرض صلبة. هؤلاء الخريجون لم يتلقوا العلم فقط، بل عاشوا تجربة استثنائية، تعلموا خلالها كيف يكون الفكر حراً، وكيف يتحول السؤال إلى مفتاح للمعرفة، وكيف يمكن لصوت واحد أن يحدث فرقاً. لم تكن الجامعة الأمريكية في بغداد مجرد مؤسسة أكاديمية، بل كانت حلماً تحول إلى واقع غير مسار حياة المئات من الطلبة. قبلها كانت الخيارات محدودة، والتعليم الجامعي يفتقر إلى معايير الجودة العالمية، أما بعد تأسيسها فقد تغير كل شيء. تحول الأسلوب التعليمي، وتبدلت النظرة إلى الطالب، وأصبحت بيئة الجامعة مساحة حرة للإبداع والحوار والانفتاح. بالنسبة للكثيرين، كان الدخول إلى هذه الجامعة لحظة مفصلية، كسرت الحواجز التقليدية وقدمت تجربة تعليمية لا تشبه سواها. هنا تعلم الطلبة أن يفكروا بحرية، أن يناقشوا بشجاعة، وأن يرسموا مستقبلهم بأيديهم. في قاعاتها وفي مساحاتها الخضراء وداخل كل حوار علمي ولد أمل جديد، أمل بجيل يقود العراق إلى الأمام. في قاعات الدرس وفي مشاريع التخرج وفي كل منبر طلابي كتبت قصص النجاح الأولى التي ستكون مصدر إلهام لكل من يأتي بعدهم. إنه يوم تاريخي ليس فقط في حياة الخريجين بل في مسار التعليم العالي في العراق. جيل جديد ينطلق اليوم محصن بالمعرفة، مسلح بالقيم، وجاهز لصناعة الفارق. هنا بدأت الحكاية، ومن هنا ينطلق التغيير.
It is a momentous occasion, one of celebration, reflection, and new beginnings. As we honor the achievements of our graduating class, we also look ahead for the future of our great, beloved institution. It is now my honor to welcome to the podium a leader who will help guide that future with vision, purpose, and dedication. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to the President-elect of the American University of Iraq, Baghdad, Dr. Bradley Cook. Dr. Cook.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Your Excellencies, honored and beloved members of the Saihud family, President Molnix, distinguished trustees, esteemed government leaders, revered faculty and staff, devoted families and friends, and above all, our bold, brilliant, and history-making graduates of the class of 2025. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is with profound honor and a deep sense of gratitude that I stand before you today. This is no ordinary day. This day is a day of triumph, it's of legacy, as of new beginnings. Today we bear witness to a moment that transcends ceremony, a moment that marks the rising of a new generation, prepared to shape Iraq's future, leave their mark to the world. And to the graduates, a heartfelt congratulations. يا خارجين ألف مبروك من القلب. هذا يومكم فاحتفلوا بإنجازاتكم. Today is truly a day of pride, of joy, and of promise. As I prepare to take on the role of AUIB's next president, I do so with humility and hope, and I understand the weight of this responsibility. And bi'idhn Allah, I will serve with integrity, energy, and unwavering commitment. You may ask of my wife and I, Jen, and I, why AUIB? And why here and why now? There's so many reasons. But first, let me say that I love this place. I've spent much of my life living fil Sharq al-Awsat, studying its history, walking its streets, and learning from its people. In essence, I believe in the future of peace, prosperity, and renewal because I believe in you, our young people. And I ultimately must believe in Iraq and its future because Al-Iraq balad mahad al-hadarat, a balad azim bisha'bihi wa tarikhihi. Second, I am here because I believe deeply in the transformative power of American-style education, an education that is grounded in innovation, inquiry, dialogue, and the exploration of bold ideas. And third, and most of all, I am inspired by AUIB's mission to develop the next generation of leaders, doctors, engineers, teachers, lawyers, technologists, and entrepreneurs. As William Shakespeare once said, we know who we are, but we know not who we may become. And so together, ma'an, we stand at the beginning of something bold, something enduring, something transformative. And let me say to the graduates, يا خارجين انتم العمل, انتم المستقبل, وانتم فخر هذا الوطن. To the visionary and beloved Sayhood family, thank you for your vision and for your generosity. To President Molnix, your leadership has laid a powerful foundation, and I step into this role with deep respect and gratitude. And to the proud families tonight, نشكركم على ثقتكم بنا. فقد أرسلتم لنا عزمكم. I do not take this trust lightly. And if a university is anything, it is a sacred trust between generations. Amana ben al-Ajyal. I pledge to you my full dedication to work with our faculty, staff, students, alumni, and partners to build a university of global excellence, but rooted in Iraq's rich identity and culture. So I promise you, qalbi wa juhdi wa shaghafi. So let us move forward, let us dream big, be bold, let's work hard, and above all, let's keep students at the heart of everything that we do. So again, يا خارجين ألف مبروك مرة أخرى وفعلكم أو التوفيق والنجاح في حياتكم القادمة. Congratulations again, and may your futures be filled with success, purpose, and peace. شكرا جزيلا, يعطيكم العافية.
Thank you, Dr. Cook, for these inspiring words. Your Excellencies, Mr. Sadi Sayhoud, Mr. Hussein Sayhoud, President Molnix, distinguished board members, honored government leaders, esteemed faculty and staff, cherished families, and most importantly, proud graduates of the class of 2025. It is an honor to have you here. Okay. Today we mark not only the achievements of our graduating class, but also a historic milestone for our university. It is my distinct honor to introduce a member of our academic community whose legacy will forever be part of our institution's foundation. The title of Professor Emerita is an honor reserved for faculty members who've demonstrated extraordinary dedication, scholarship, and service over the course of their careers. It is a lifelong designation that recognizes distinguished academic contributions and lasting impact on students, colleagues, and the university itself. Today we celebrate our university's first ever Professor Emerita, Dr. Esther Lopez Molnix, a pioneer, a mentor, and a trailblazer whose work has shaped the intellectual heart of our campus. This moment is deeply meaningful, not only because it honors an individual, but because it reflects on our commitment to preserving and celebrating academic excellence and legacy. Please join me in warmly welcoming Professor Emerita, Dr. Lopez Molnix, to the podium.
Good evening, dear AUIB founders, Mr. Sadi Sayhoud, Mr. Hussein Sayhoud, and President Molnix. Welcome to all academic administrators, faculty, guests, families, and the first AUIB graduating class. It is good to see you all here. I have been away from the AUIB campus for a year, struggling with cancer. I have missed working with you, dear colleagues and friends. I'm grateful and humbled to be with you, and thank you for the time we shared and for what is to come. I never anticipated a multicultural academic life. I was born in Mexico, but have lived and worked in the USA. 25 years ago, I met Michael, founder and president of AUIB. We lived and worked abroad for the last 16 years. Experiencing life in an expat community has taught me to practice virtues like patience and humility. But the appreciation for higher education seemed always natural, even though I had no idea that studying Greek and Latin etymology would teach me to love languages, or that studying logic would guide me to problem solve and aspire to learn throughout my life. Answering the call to leave this world better than I found it, I have taught at universities throughout the world and also served as Vice President of Academic Affairs and President. My research interests led me to author and edit books and chapters on leadership and multicultural education. I was fortunate to marry the man I love. We support our dreams and spirit. Sometimes we wrestle to accept our different perspectives, but we persevere. I am humbled to receive the title Professor Emerita. AUIB is my academic liaison. I will support the faculty and the soon-to-be alumni. It is my pleasure to serve you. Thank you very much.
This is a token of appreciation from the university, a medallion for Professor Emerita, Dr. Lopez-Molnix.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So we gather tonight here to celebrate the achievements of our graduates. We also take a moment to honor a truly historic moment in the life of our university. Every journey begins with a first step. And for our institution, that step was taken by one remarkable individual who holds the distinction of being our very first graduate. Hamza Mazen embodies the spirit of courage, determination, and belief in the promise of education that defines our university. Her achievement will pave the way for generations and fellow students to follow. It is with deep pride that we welcome Hamza, the first ever graduate of AUIB, to the podium.
Good luck, you got this.
Thank you so much. Good evening. Our founder, Mr. Sadi Sayhoud, the Sayhoud family, President Molnix, senior administrators, distinguished faculty and staff, beloved honored guests from the Iraqi government, beloved families, and my fellow graduates. Imagine standing before a beautiful gate, a gate that opens to a future that you can shape with your own hands, your gateway to progress. That is exactly what AUIB has been for me. My name is Hamza Mazen, and I am honored to stand before you today as the first graduate of AUIB. I still remember my first day vividly. I was lost within the first 10 minutes trying to find my class. I was feeling nervous, unsure, but also excited. Something in me knew that this place was special, that it was going to shape the person I'd become, and it did. AUIB's mission was clear from day one: to deliver world-class education, to cultivate critical thinking, leadership, and creativity, and to do it right here in the heart of Iraq, where learning has always been part of our identity. We are the land of the first libraries, the birthplace of science, mathematics, wisdom, and art. Baghdad has long stood as a beacon of knowledge, discovery, and culture. Today at AUIB, we continue that legacy with fresh ambition, modern tools, and the same unstoppable spirit. My time here at AUIB gave me more than education. It gave me purpose, resilience, and most importantly, the belief is that the future is not something we wait for, but is something we create. Being the first graduate of AUIB is a great honor, but more importantly, it's just a beginning. To our professors, thank you for recognizing the potential in each student who walked into your classrooms. To Dr. Abbas and Dr. Farid, our founding professors at the College of Business, thank you for guiding us from the very start. To our dedicated staff, thank you for your constant support. To our parents, your unconditional love made this possible. To my parents, Suhad and Mazen, your belief in me shaped who I am today. To the Sayhoud family, thank you for establishing this non-profit university and for your commitment to supporting Iraqi students, driven by the belief that education should be accessible to all. A special thank you to Mr. Saadi Sayhoud, whose generosity made it possible for every graduate here today to pursue their education. Your support has eased financial burdens for some students and opened opportunities that might not have been possible otherwise. On behalf of all of us, thank you, sincerely, for believing in our potential and investing in our future. My fellow graduates, before we part, let us carry these great words from المتنبي in our hearts. إذا غامرت في شرف وروم فلا تقنع بما دون النجوم. If you seek a noble path, do not settle for less than the stars. Our gateway is open. We are ready, we are proud, and we are the future of Iraq. Congratulations to all of us. Thank you.
Congratulations, Hamza. We're all proud of you and your colleagues tonight, and here is your medallion of honor. At every commencement, we celebrate the academic excellence, perseverance, and leadership. No one embodies these qualities more than our valedictorian. This honor is awarded to the graduating student with the highest academic achievement. But it also reflects dedication, integrity, and a deep commitment to learning and community. Please join me in welcoming the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Reem Ziad, to deliver her valedictory speech.
One day, I was walking outside of class with one of my professors, and I said jokingly that teaching is an easy job. He smiled at me and said, "Who said we're teachers? We're farmers. We grow minds." And obviously, that moment stayed with me, because today, standing before you, I realize that we too have grown. And now I'm fully ready to go on and become a mind grower too. Good evening, Sayhoud family, President Malnix, Vice Presidents, faculty, staff, honored guests, families, and my beloved graduate colleagues. I am filled with gratitude and joy to stand before you today as the valedictorian of the very first graduating class of AUIB. But I believe it's very important, before anything, to thank the person who contributed to my success the most. Mr. Saadi Sayhoud, everyone. Your generosity and your vision has changed our lives. As a recipient of a fully funded scholarship myself, I would love to take that moment to personally thank you. Your support has given us the chance to become who we are today. I would like to also extend my deepest appreciation to everyone who worked on this incredible nonprofit community. To our international professors and staff, thank you so much for leaving the comfort of your homes and families to come to Iraq to share with us your experiences and knowledge. Your presence is truly a gift. To our local professionals and mentors, thank you so much for your contribution. It is from you that we learned what it truly means to give back, to serve, and stay rooted to Iraq. And also, very importantly, my deepest thank you to our parents, families, to my parents, Ziad Naji and Mahasin Nouri. We've carried your hopes with us in every exam, in every decision. We will always try to make you proud. And to my fellow graduates, thank you so much for your hard work and dedication. We walked this journey together through sleepless nights and hard deadlines. We, the class of 2025, have not just studied at AUIB, we have become parts of its foundation. Therefore, we are AUIB. We were the first students, the early explorers of this campus. We have created memories no one will ever replicate. We cried, we laughed, we disagreed, but most importantly, we learned from one another as well as from the journey itself. And now, as we step into the world beyond these walls, I want us to carry with us the responsibility to give back to our families, to our communities, and to our country. Congratulations to the class of 2025. May this be the beginning of everything you worked for, and a lot more. Thank you.
Congratulations, Reem. You've made history tonight here at AUIB and Iraq. Here is your medallion for being the valedictorian. Congratulations again. Reem. And now for the moment we all have been waiting for, the presentation of degree candidates. Will Mr. William Gallagher come to the podium to initiate this process?
We will now present certificates to the graduates from the inaugural class of 2025. Each student has met the high standards of AUIB to graduate. However, graduating with distinction recognizes overall exceptional academic achievement based on the student's cumulative grade point average, or GPA. Students with a cumulative GPA of 3.90 to 4.0 will receive the designation of summa cum laude, a Latin expression meaning with highest praise. Students with a cumulative GPA of 3.80 to 3.89 will receive the designation magna cum laude, which is Latin for high praise. And students with a cumulative GPA of 3.6 to 3.79 will receive the designation of cum laude, or with praise. Today, we have 5 students graduating with distinction. Certificates will be presented to graduates by the dean of the college in which they are enrolled. After receiving the certificate center stage, the graduate will be congratulated by the AUIB president, Dr. Molnix, the founder, Mr. Saihud, at which point Mr. Saihud will also present an inspirational letter to each graduate. And next, the AUIB president-designate, Dr. Cook, the vice president for academic affairs, Dr. Atiyah, the vice president for enrollment services and student affairs, Dr. Pounder, and representing the Alumni Association, Mr. Mustafa. I ask all friends and family to please remain in your seats until the ceremony is complete. And please do not move forward to take photos. Each graduate will be photographed by the AUIB official photographer. And now I will just pause for a minute while we get ourselves into position. We will begin with the College of Business. Presenting diplomas on behalf of the College of Business is the Acting Dean and Mace Bearer, Dr. Fareed Nabti. I invite Dr. Nabti to come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, a dream many years ago became a vision in 2018 with the birth of AUIB. And now this long-awaited moment, the American University of Iraq, Baghdad, marks its historical advancement as an institution of unmatched excellence in higher education by awarding the Bachelor of Business Administration degree to its very first graduate, Hamza Mazen Dawood Mareza. Ali Hamid Jower. Amna Ali Musa, graduating magna cum laude. Dania Mohammed Adnan Alakili. Laith Fauzi Mohammed Ahmed. Mohammed Zaid Shihab Ahmed. Mohammed Bakr Asad Rabia. Mohammed Mustafa Imran Haider. Mohammed Mustafa Najib Najib. Mustafa Hamid Juma'a Al-Majidani. Nazek Salman Dawood Ali. Sadek Dafar Abdul Qadir Al-Moyed. Tiba Mustafa Mutahir Al-Obeidi. Yakin Hassan Ali Al-Rubaya. Zara Muhammad Khalid Ali. Zina Haider Al-Hasnawi. Next, the College of Arts and Sciences. Presenting diplomas on behalf of the College of Arts and Sciences is Dean Monica Hanna. I invite Dean Hanna to please come forward. Ahmed Aziz Abdullah Al-Hassadi. Ali Raid Fuad. Fatima Fuad Fawaz Al-Mashadani. Gadir O'Day Rashid. Hassan Kusai Yosef Al-Haidari. Jawad Ali Ahmed. Kamar Hamad Jafar Abdul Razak, graduating cum laude. Muhammad Abdul Wahab Khalif Muhammad. Muhammad Ali Ode Rashid. Muqtada Majid Qasim Motar. Narjis Haider Al-Absali. Tabarak Ali Qasim Musa. Zainab Mezer Hassan Al-Rakabi. Zainal Abdin Ahmed Abatihin, graduating cum laude. Next, the College of International Studies. Presenting diplomas on behalf of the College of International Studies is Dean Elizabeth Bishop. I invite Dean Bishop to please come forward. Alabas Fadhil Hussein Al-Sadani, graduating cum laude. Mustafa Saad Kamal Yunus, Needham Niyama Hussein Darwish, Reem Ziad Arif, the class valedictorian graduating summa cum laude. Sarah Baha Hussein Al-Amari, Zara Kadim Abdal Hussein. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have the class pose for a photo with the founding family, their first photo as a group of graduates from the class of 25. So we will pause for just a moment while we get organized for this.
Now comes the fun part. Take your tassels, move them from the right to the left. You're now officially graduated. Congratulations to the class of of 2025. Throw your hats in the air. Go ahead.
Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. When I let you walk into my heart. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid that maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you'd love me. But then tonight you said you couldn't live without me. That roundabout me, you wanted to stay. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. When I let you walk into my heart. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid that maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you'd love me. But then tonight you said you couldn't live without me. That roundabout me, you wanted to stay. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. When I let you walk into my heart. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid that maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you'd love me. But then tonight you said you couldn't live without me, that round about me you wanted to stay. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. When I let you walk into my heart. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid that maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you'd love me. But then tonight you said you couldn't live without me, that round about me you wanted to stay. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented. But that was in the bad old days before I met you. When I let you walk into my heart. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid that maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you'd love me. But then tonight you said you couldn't live without me, that round about me you wanted to stay. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. When I let you walk into my heart. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid that maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you'd love me. But then tonight you said you couldn't live without me, that round about me you wanted to stay. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented, bad old days before I met you. When I let you walk into my heart. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid that maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you'd love me. But then tonight you said you couldn't live without me, that round about me you wanted to stay. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be.